When she was a babe, my daughter loved animals. Saw a deer trophy on a wall once. Do you know what she asked?
Haven't got a clue.
Papa, is that deer's wump on the other side of the wall? You see it there? What's a trophy? I pity any bastard who's hurt her. I'll flay him alive. Here it is. Damn it! Jammed again. Our bedchamber. Tamara's room is there. Try not to make a mess. For their return, I want everything to be as they left it.
Alright.
Wooden candlestick. Stem's broken.
Okay. Good. Oh.
Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope.
Where is this switch?
Walls a different color. Something used to hang here. That painting? Right size.
Jump. App. Okay. Tak ada book. Oh.
The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough. What's this? Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. And what's on the other side. It gets interesting. Piece of wood looks like the stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there. Fight might have happened here. I'll look for clues.
Ding. Ada dia. Okay. Satu clue. Oh, ada lagi.
Deep nicks. Hit with a heavy object.
Cakaran ni. Rasa wife dia dah bertukar jadi werewolf. Oh, okay.
Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Herveloos. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
You, white one. Looked like you got soused last night, too.
Tak looting. Oh.
Incense. And an old key. Wonder what it unlocks. Anise. Sandalwood. And something else. Saffron.
Good je apa yang korang boleh loot. Beri.
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
Okay, by far macam tak ada apa-apa dia kat sini. Kita buat, kita follow je tanda merah ni. Dia sand.
Going hangover.
Damn, trail breaks off. Could find something else though. Spruce wood. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
Oh, bawah. Ke bawah.
Well, bring out the gimp.
Think the gimp's sleeping.
Well, guess you'll just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
Talk to the Baron. Talk to the Baron. Jangan follow lagi. Kita borak-borak dulu dengan Baron.
hangover.
Mana Baron? Kat mana si tua tu? Atas ke? Oh, dia.
You white one. Done poking around?
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushes, one and all.
Give your men Ervalus?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. Was it matter? Stench of wine in plenty of corn around the castle.
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk, don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I awoke.
Doubt you were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
3 times I asked those bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing, not a one of them.
Rasa macam dia werewolf menjadi.
Found a doll in Tamara's room. Tell me about it.
What could possibly be so interesting about a doll, Witcher?
Looks like it might have been used for some sort of black magic. Where'd Tamara get it?
Black magic? Are you balmy? I made it for her. She was 4, perhaps 5 winters old. We were in Vizima on market day, and she saw the sorceress, Triss Merigold. Insisted she must have a doll just like her. Couldn't afford a thing of that sort, so I made the doll with my own hands.
Aha.
So it is supposed to be Triss. Yeah, I see it now. Eerie. Looks just like her.
Doesn't it? Time's taken a bit of a toll, but overall it continues to impress.
You got something to fall back on if things don't work out with Nilfgaard.
Alright.
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pella. Old Coot lives near Blackbow. And there's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone, she'd choose the Pella, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Ought to have a chat with this Peller.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts and ploughs his goat.
Not really interested in his hobbies. Just want to ask about the amulet.
Hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
Alright.
What the?
Okay, kita follow balik sand ni. Dia ke mana? Alright. Heading. Bella. Okay.
An altar. So, the eternal fires made it to Velen.
Oh, dia pula nak duduk kat sini. Okay. Ya, jangan malu. Dumpling apa simpan dalam gut ni? Biji pula tu. Dekut betul. Mungkin kita boleh salvage. Okay. Itu apa? Duit ke? Oh, bukan. Boleh minum ke water ni? Oh, sorry. Datuk sakit ke? Parent card.
You white one. Look like you got soused last night too.
So Siri was here. The Natural Obscurity of Curses by Lydia Van Breedemont. A dedication to Baron and his wife. Seems they had friends in high places in Vizima.
Okay, scene korang kat sini.
Siri must have used these. Looks like she left in a hurry.
Suspicious kan?
The spinning top. Gretka's toy.
Oh, ada stash. Okay. Oops, sorry. Alright. Atau quest. Kita tak perlukan ni dulu. Masa ni kita buat, kita settlekan ni family matter. Later on baru kita pergi. For that, yes, I hope nobody died.
Could use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka? Is Browning been in there an hour already? Must be struggling.
What are you doing? Why are you chopping this?
Oi lads, fancy an outing to find that sheep?
What's Yeah?
Okay. Faster, faster. Wait, let's go in. Tengok map. Okay. Tempat tu agak jauh, jadi apa kita nak buat? Kita akan pergi dekat crawl spell ini, kemudian fast travel.
Got their asses whipped like an Elven land whore.
If I want to play some
Surprised?
peasant lass,
They
I
tried
will.
to dance.
Kita akan fast travel ke sini. Right ball. Okay. Oh, tak jauh dah. Just maju je. Okay.
We'll get the old two.
Hey, look,
Got scabies.
some strays wandered our way.
Oh, Baron kat sini dah.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller?
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
What do you want from him?
To give him what he deserves.
And that is?
He done conjured auguries. Said something evil had made its nest in Edric's bowels. Told Edric to eat rowan berries, lots of them.
Ever since Edric's lived in the outhouse. And he's got hardened pustules all over him.
Level 3. Oh, tak boleh. Delusion kita kurang. So, satu.
Just so happens I need the Peller alive. So if you agree to leave him alone, for good, I'm willing to tell you how to help Edric.
Who the hell do you think you are?
A witcher.
A witcher? Hear that, boys? Either Velen's got a bumper crop of witches, or this is the bastard who cut down our boys at the crossroads. Shit! All together! You'll have to stand still, damn it!
Alright.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
Right, fish punya dealer. Oh, okay. I'm trying not to kill you guys, tapi you know what? Macam kaya. Oh, you dapat crown. Woohoo. Right. Oh no.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man, nay, a wolf, grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
Kaki ayam ke kat baju dia?
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
I need your help, buddy.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make it.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Peller could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, no, nay. Peller don't know.
But the spirits could know. The Pella will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Serius lah.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, princess! Where have you got to, girl?
Hai.
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell! The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow.
Ring,
But for a
ring.
while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
Okay. Dan satu kerja pula aku nak mencari kambing. Oh gitu. Okay.
Come on.
Alright. Fish. Got a dog. I think wow, ganas lagu. Now it's not the time. Cik kambing. Suka. Kambing.
There you are.
Mana?
Come on, let's go see the Peller.
The princess.
Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? Come on, damn it. This way, Your Grace. Where the hell do you go? Bear! Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
Hang ni betul lah kambing.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Nama princess ah. Kambing.
You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Cepat.
Prick nowheres. Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Can we talk about Anna and Tamara now? Know where they might be?
Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Pula dah.
Fine. Be right back.
Nak minum susu je kan?
Will this do?
They are not here. There is God. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just a child.
Alright.
A child that lives not, yet did not die.
It's over? Is that it?
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or where they are now?
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone. The child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast, only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Okay.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Peller.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year, but we'll find a way all the same.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefather's Eve. Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefather's Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Alright, so no. So macam biasa, what we need, kita akan loot. Level 20. Oh. Tak tahu apa di sini. Let's go to the Baron.
People!
Oh, nak hujan lebat ni. The fast travel, kita pergi balik. The fast travel sini tak boleh, kita pergi sini.
Lightning strike?
Oh, ada kebakaran. Okay, let's do this.
Hey, watch it, you class.
Why are you running? You need to help them. Okay. Oh, tak sempat save. Too bad.
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Okay. Save. So ni agak tricky sikit. Sebab dia akan ada time.
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Nak selamat, jump dulu. Heal, gone. Batas.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Tak pasti kita nak buat. Fresh hair. Nampaknya tak boleh. Rasa open. Right. Mungkin tu je pilihannya ada. Since kuda dan orang tu ada bug sikit.
We've a hero in our midst. The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying!
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Still not sure what to do.
Whatever you decide, we must put an end to my child's suffering.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
Alright, so kita ikut. Mari pergi.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes guaranteed, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, not bad. Oh, ini yang pelik.
Much like the scent attracted them.
Oh my goodness. Pest, take me! It's riding something fierce! Can't hold it! Calm it somehow! Oh,
Okay.
quiet now.
Okay, dia memang pelik.
But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Okay.
We're coming. Need to hurry.
On with it! Oh, no. Squirming again? Like a daft eel? It worked.
Okay.
It stopped.
Roti.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
Okay.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Alright. So kita nak summon Daberkin. Sit and wait. Daberkin tu apa benda?
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Laju. Hai, kau terbang pula dah. Oh, aduh. Letih lagi ni. Macam Casper pun ada. Lah berking. So ni lah kot nak berking. So tak tahu mana dia pergi.
Fucking shit! Wizardry! Let me live.
Terbang. Lajunya. Okay, quest ni memang agak panjang compare. Aku tak kisah. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Again, I want to fight. I don't want to fight. Okay.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
Right. Okay, since water. Kita belum. Oh, ada plastik.
Clothing. They change in here?
Looking around. Tengok sekeliling. Clue. Okay, bunyi agak pelik, seram bro. Okay, nampaknya tak ada cara lain. Ni kita cuma kena masuk. Tak boleh. Kosong. Kita perlukan clue, tapi oh, okay.
A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
Alright, let begin.
Wants to show me something more.
Let's go. Let's see that. Tadi laju yang aman.
Just had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
Alright.
carcass.
Right.
What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
Summarize.
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away.
Alright.
Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Okay. And woof. David Wolf. Just run. Right. Okay.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Let's go. First good. Where's that? Knock knock.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come, a time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
What marks?
They's, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Gerak ni miskin. Tak payahlah ambil apa-apa. Oh, okay.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Alright. So ada 2 parts. Okay. Agak jauh. Satu dekat sini. First kita pergi dulu ke Beron dulu. Dan nanti baru kita jumpa dengan Marah. Kita perlukan kuda. Come. Hey bro. Let's go.
That's it, Roach.
Got it. So quest family matter ni agak
Hey there.
agak besar juga.
Run, Roach. Not so fast, Roach. Faster.
Kira something sini.
Halt! Stand and do! I challenge you!
Boots a bit big, maybe? Careful not to trip.
Halt, I say! I am Ronvid of the Small Marsh, bound by a sacred oath.
Oh, that's rough. My sympathies.
To honour Maid Bilberry, fairest of all maids I know, by duelling 100 knights to the death. Now, draw your sword post haste, for I've 99 left after you.
Why are you challenging me? Don't recall doing anything to offend the Maid Bilberry.
Well, why... then swear. Swear! Maid Bilberry's the most loveliest of all.
Thing is, I've never laid eyes on her.
Aha! Ah! I shall wash your scorn away with thy blood fiend. Stand and fight. No. I yield.
Ah, fuck.
Had enough?
Yes, luck stood with you. But the next time we meet...
Go back to Maid Bilberry and apologize for being an ass. Quick, before I change my mind and break your bones.
we shall meet again.
Alright. I'm not sure where is that. Right, boy. Sekarang ni kita nak kena gimana ni? Oh, tu dah.
Sheath that razor. Looking to this around.
Chill, brother.
Need a swift kick in the arse.
Alright. Letih. Okay. Let's stop. Stop.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Alright.
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid, this too the Pella knows.
Alright.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
Okay.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
No, family matter.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
Won't ever forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Oh. Thank you, bro. Okay.
Witcher, a word, please. Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the Sergeant. Left over from my army days, you understand. When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Temerian banner. Wanted to ask you about something.
Tanyalah.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out.
Alright.
Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Siri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Siri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Siri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
At Kaer Morhen.
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak.
Okay, so kita akan buat perlombaan kuda. Dengan Baron.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Man chop!
Let's do this.
Come on, Siri, don't you embarrass us!
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Kick it.
Show how it's done.
Your sword is mine.
That'll be the day.
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just
Alright.
like it.
Gonna win this for sure.
Come on, lads.
Wow. Be a winner.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were he to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Oh, ada Gwen sekali. Okay.
Can't help wondering why you made a deal with the Nilfgaardians.
What could I do? Cast myself at them and die a hero? Fuck a hero's death. Fuck death.
Rather live as a traitor.
Ere long, none will remember it. Temeria is no more. There's naught left to betray.
The local Nilfgaardian garrison doesn't look that strong.
What of it? Even were I to attack, cut them down to a man, others will come soon. Black ones will flood this land, take control before long. Sure as we've all got arseholes, they will.
How'd you wind up here? Just curious.
It's no secret. I was a Temerian soldier. My unit smashed at the war's start. Soon after, we lost hope of regrouping, driving the foe back. Those who remained wandered north. Others, deserters or merely broken men, joined us. We were a snowball rolling down a slope. By the time we reached Crow's Perch, I commanded a sizable force.
Just march into the fortress, make yourselves at home?
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled, abandoned the Perch. Once this war's over and Nilfgaard's victorious, the Black Ones will grant me a title. All talk of a self-proclaimed Baron will cease.
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else every which way they turn.
Alright, see you.
So long.
Okay, ni kita dah masuk sebelum ni dan kita dah macam-macam.
Pam-param, pam-pam-param.
Wait, Witcher! When you find my daughter, will you give her this?
A rag doll.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so kita mencari Tamara. Okay. So cari terus tanpa was-was. Cara paling mudah adalah untuk kita guna fast travel.
Baron Schmarren, forward a plaza.
Alright, fast travel lalu dekat depan
Got
ni.
their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore. You surprised?
Let's go. Zoom out. Zoom out. Alamak, kita tak ada place yang mudah untuk kita pergi. Unless sebab terlalu jauh. Lepak. So dari sini nanti kita akan naik horsey sampai tempat yang kita pergi. Oh, sedih betul loh.
Some malady's trying to grip me. Ah! Oh!
Hang langgar aku. Ya, tak. Horse. Right.
Faster. Come on.
Okay, let's go, Jose.
Redania.
Okay. Mari kita berada. Oh, sangat dekat. At least mesti ada fast travel. Bagi kita cari. Alright. Yes, good. Dan fast travel. Alright. So kita Kita ada fast travel. Oh, like a boss.
Feisty, eh?
Yay.
Redania.
Raja-raja. Kita naik kuda.
Long live, etc.
Alah.
Long live the free Temeria.
Meow.
Not so fast, Roach.
Got a pass. We don't need a
Run, Roach.
Long been around 8 generations and more. The war course in Vizima, business, you know.
No pass, no passage.
Please.
Come on, Roach.
Don't turn us back to
Disease,
base.
defeatism and desertion.
And you don't seem to know what it's like when a soldier disobeys orders. I'm telling you for the last time. No pass, no passage.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Apa hal?
Fuck. Move it.
Carut. Cili mulut lah.
Come through.
Eternal fire.
Whoa there, Roach.
Eternal fire.
Appreciate.
Redania.
Oh yeah. Found new marker, boys.
Come on, Roach.
Modern hair stylish.
Honor in the fatherland.
Gunting tu mesti kedai gunting rambut. Alright. Okay.
We'll deal with the witches.
Oh, ada marker kat sini juga. Okay. Here we are, boys.
Requisition by the hour. To support the
Kita kena push
announcement.
someone.
Everyone to me! To me!
Is that you? Obviously. Maybe you.
Hey!
Whatever. Cepat. Lock. Oh,
You'll
okay.
choke to death on 3 pounds.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
Meow. Meow.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Got every right to be angry at your father, but he's worried about you.
I have a right. Thank you kindly. So good to have the approval of his hired thug. And my father worries only about what to get soused on next.
You're right. Your father's a jackass.
Glad we agree. But in that case, why are you helping him?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The Hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the eternal fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Before you go, your father asked me to give you this.
Clara? Father told you to give me Clara. Funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him one gesture could never make up for a ruined childhood. So long, Witcher. In spite of all, well, I'm grateful you gave me a choice. Didn't force me to go back to the tyrant.
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So long, and good luck.
Alright, so we're going back to Tamara. Okay, Tamara kita settle. Wow, banyak benda kita boleh loot. Good. Good. The cell. So okay, this. Kita loot tapi tak tahu bila nak salvage. Right, so mysterious. Oh, hi. Enable. Okay. Anything else? Tak jumpa benda lain untuk kita nak loot. Oh, ada herbs. And oh, boleh masuk room ni. Not sure siapa tu. Okay. Ayo. Apa lagi? Alright. This wall. So sekarang kita balik. Balik. Okay. Mesti ada fast travel dekat sini. Pada western mesti ada east.
Stay out of my way.
Redania.
Obviously. Look like it's not here, boys. Okay.
Your kind spreads disease.
2, 3. Fast travel. Sampai
Looks like rain.
Looks like rain. Nak lari tak kena api neraka. Okey. So apa kata Byron agaknya? Ho ho ho. Apa yang kakak dah? Alright, alright. Mana dia? Where are you? Tak ada. Yeah, lompat. Atas. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yoo-hoo. Baron.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Gave Tamara your gift.
How'd she react?
Probably not like you'd have wanted. She threw the doll away.
Threw it away? Oh, gods, I hoped, despite all. Oh. Well, what of Anna?
Still don't know anything specific, but I'm on her trail.
Well, will you stand there like a knob? Find her!
Hah? Aku ke cari? Aduh. Fine.
So long.
Investigate all. Aku nak investigate gana boh. Investigate. Tak ada clue. Macam mana nak investigate? Oh. Tak ada idea, bos. Sini ke? Tentu cave yang tadi. Investigate all the remaining. Mana kita nak mula? This is interesting. Okay. Right, so since quest family matter ni agak panjang, dan nak investigate all remaining ni rasanya memerlukan beberapa quest lain. So kita akan mulakan nanti dengan quiz pun tak, dengan quest. Kita akan cuba dengan Ladies of the Wood. Okay. Kita akan cuba yang ni. So lepas kita try yang ni, sebab dia ada mencari kaitan 6 dengan 6. So dia mencari related quest. quest. Jadi apa yang kita akan buat, kita akan sambung dengan episod seterusnya untuk Ladies of the Wood, since quest ni memang makan masa lebih daripada 1 jam sebab dengan dialog and lain-lain. Jadi jumpa dalam episod akan datang. Dah, bye.